Alright, welcome to the 6th, we'll call it, tutorial of the Make Wordle with Python tutorial series. Last time we just got our code to present us with 6 opportunities to guess. And we didn't actually give it a lot of constraints, right? As you can see, for guess number 6, I didn't have to guess a real word. I didn't have to guess a word that was in our list. I didn't even really make myself guess a 5-letter word. I could have guessed longer words. So we'll tackle each one of those things as we go. But right now, we're just going to start comparing the word that we've guessed to the word we're trying to guess. Okay? So that's where we'll start. So we've got our while loop, and it iterates our counter to tell us which guess we're on, and it iterates the number of guesses so that our while loop is satisfied. And all that's good. But now we'd like to compare our guess with our word. And you might remember that we did a list word equals list word. Well, I'm going to suggest we do the same. List guess equals list guess. Okay? Open, close parentheses. So now we have a list word and a list guess, and now we could maybe do some kind of comparison between the list word and the list guess. And so the first thing that really comes to mind would just be, we'll just tackle words that are in the right place. So if, okay, actually what do we need to do? We need to compare the two words in a side-by-side fashion. And to do that, I'm going to propose that we use something in Python called zip, which can zip two lists together, and then you can now compare the two things. It can actually zip any number of lists together, not just two, but we're going to use it for two. And then you can do that side-by-side comparison that we want to do. So we could say for I'm going to make these very long and explicit. You could make them just, A and B, but I'm going to say guess underscore letter, comma, word underscore letter in zip list guess list word colon. Okay, so that's our for loop. We're looping through a zipped version of the list guess and the list word, and so each component of that will be a letter. So there'll be a guess letter and a word letter, and we're going to have be able to do a side-by-side comparison, which we can then do that comparison to tell it if those words are the same, or if those letters are the same, we could print the letter to the screen in the color green, right? We've made some colors already, so that's what we want to do. So to do that, then we'll just we'll make a little bit more space here, and inside of our loop we will say if guess letter equals double equals word letter, then we'd like to print that letter with the green color, and we made a definition called print back. So we'll say print back, and to that we'll give it the letter, so we can say guess letter, and give it the color green. Okay, and then just for now we'll say else print back, print back guess letter gray. Okay, so this is going to compare the letters side by side. If the letter's in the right place, it'll print it green. If the letter's not in the right place, it'll print it gray. That's all we're doing so far. So let's see how that works out. Alright, well, we know the word is cruel. So if we guess a 5-letter word, if we guessed child. Okay, so we see that the C is in the right place, and that's green. Now here's something that we didn't expect. our guess 2 now shows up next to our guess, which is probably okay. Since we know the word is cruel, we could guess, you know, crown. Oh, now we got 2 letters right. Okay. Well, what could this word be? I don't know. Let's try pizza. Pizza's totally wrong. And we could say, oh, I just had a fat finger moment there. If we guessed cruel, it's all green, which is great. We still didn't win the game because we didn't tell the game what to do if we guessed the word correctly. And that'll come up later. But so right now we've got the behavior we're looking for, sort of, right? We get green letters that are in, if they're the right letter in the right place. That is one of the behaviors we want, so that's good. Now, one of the behaviors we'd like to change is the fact that after the last letter of the word, we would like our new guess to come on a new line, perhaps. At least I think that that's what I would like. So in the next tutorial, that's what we'll work on. We'll start putting our guess on the next line, and then we'll start to, you know, work out how to get the, you know, how to make sure, how to find out when, if the word is the right word, how to stop the game. If a word is a right letter but it's in the wrong place, how to even handle that. And so stick around. All that logic is to come, but we're going to just kind of tackle this small piece by small piece. Thanks for watching.